Okay, guys, today we're going to take a look at a couple of TikToks that I found that I think would be interesting to discuss. Of course, they relate specifically to women because women are interesting.
Coffee dates don't make it easier for you. They make it easier for him to date multiple women.
I've done one coffee date ever in my entire life, and this is the reason why I will never, ever do it again. I matched with this guy. This is in my straight era, so I was only dating guys. And he was very persistent. He really wanted to take me out. So I was like, okay, whatever. He's being persistent. Let's go out. He offers a coffee date. And at the time, I'm like so single. I'm like, whatever. Like, I've never done a coffee date before. A lot of times, usually guys will take you out to dinner, but whatever. He wants to go on a coffee date.
What's wrong with a coffee date? Nothing wrong with a coffee date. You're getting to know each other. You're supposed to get to know you. And then you can have a dinner date the next day. Or you go for dinner after the coffee if things go really well. It's all good. And she looks like is she in like a Tesla? I don't know. I see those seats and I think it's like a Tesla. I don't know. Okay. And apparently, I guess she's bisexual or lesbian now or something, because now she dates multiple genders, apparently. Okay, taking away a lot from this.
Sends me the place, he sends me the time, and then we meet and we grab coffee. It seemed nice on paper because he like drove a nice car, he had a Porsche, he had like the same dog that I have, he travels a lot, which is okay. And then he starts talking about how he goes on so many dates on this app that we met on. He's talking about how he is constantly going on dates with the app that we met on, and he loves doing coffee dates.
Well, okay, I don't know this guy's story. He's doing a lot of dates. Fine, I guess. Is he just really shitty at like picking dates or picking people to date? I don't know. Or like, why is he going all these dates? Is this like a serial dater? Maybe you just, I don't know. It sounds like it's a lot of dates, but it could just be, you know, he's been on like 6 dates, which I would think would be normal. Because, I mean, what are the chances that in the first 10 or something that you date, you find the one? Maybe. It depends how much time, I guess, you're putting into each one.
Because, like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Coffee dates are easy.
Coffee dates are easy and coffee dates are effective. That's why. Because you're getting to know the person very quickly and you're not spending a whole bunch of money. And it's just, why wouldn't you do that? Like, you need to stop being obsessed with like them spending a bunch of money on you. It's not what it's about. It's about getting to know the person, not about how much money he spends. He can't afford to buy you dinner. He has a Porsche. He's paying too much in car payments.
And I'm 90% sure that I paid for my own coffee too. Let me start off by saying no woman is a gold digger because they want you to take her out to dinner.
You paid for your own coffee. Okay, that's a little weird. He should have like paid for your coffee. That is weird. So I don't know what this guy's situation is. The fact that you paid for your own coffee, that's weird. And no, a woman isn't necessarily a gold digger because she wants you to take her out to dinner, but it's very expensive for a man to continuously take out a woman for dinner if he's paying. If he's not paying and you're splitting or something and that's not going to look negative on him, then fine. He'd just be like, okay, cool. Like, maybe he doesn't want to eat out all the time though, but still, right? Like, you can be like, that's more doable. So I think if you're expecting him to pay, then doesn't mean you're a gold digger, but it's not. It's like, what is the reason that you're obsessed with dinner opposed to coffee or ice cream or something else that's simple where you can actually just get to know each other? It's just very short-sighted.
A man asks you out on a date and they should be expected to pay because they asked you out.
Well, which means that a man will pay every time because women never, I shouldn't say never, almost never ask the guy out. It's if it was 5%, I would be surprised. But maybe let's just throw 5% out there. But the vast majority of the time, it is the man asking out. So we're just saying, man, you must always pay. And I don't think there's anything wrong with the man paying. I'm just saying that maybe respect his money and respect him more than just saying, I'm worth this much, and this is how much you need to pay to take me out. Like what you need to do, which is really, my time is worth more than yours, because he's paying you for your time. That's essentially what's happening.
Are we asking for a lot? Even a platonic friend, a co-worker would offer to pay for your coffee, but not this date. A man that wants to be your partner, a man that wants to be your significant other, a man that doesn't even buy you a coffee.
So you're saying your platonic coworker, who is a woman, would buy you the coffee? Because if it's a man buying you the coffee, he probably is thinking like, oh, she might like me. Just saying. You say platonic, but like, I don't think men and women can really be friends. From a woman's side, yeah, they think they can, but from a guy's side, it's almost 100% we're playing into this relationship because we like you, and we're like, well, maybe if I show her that I'm this way, you know, she'll dump her boyfriend, or when she's single, we can get together, or maybe she's single right now, I can show her, and then I can ask her out on a date, blah.
Okay. There's gonna be people like, oh my god, I met my husband on a coffee date. Like, okay, you're an exception to the rule. You're the very small 1% exception. Like, you can have that.
It's not a 1% exception, girl. You think that only one... Like, coffee date is just the first date. You can do tons of things after a coffee date. I don't know. I don't know why people are hung up on it. It's the first date. It's not like every time you go on a date, it's like, you know what we're doing tonight? We're going for coffee. Woo! And you're like, seriously, coffee again? Can we at least go to a movie and not talk? Movie's a little more expensive than coffee, so no, it's only coffee.
I've learned that coffee dates are a waste of my time. They're cheap, they're lazy, and I'm not cheap, and I'm not for someone that's lazy.
Oh my god, the entitlement! It's not for me. It's cheap and lazy. It's cheap, yeah. It is cheaper, yes. But it's about getting to know the person. Again, I don't know why I have to keep repeating that.
I'm a queen and I deserve to be treated like a queen. And if you want to go out with me, then you better step the fuck up.
Wow. I'm a queen and I deserve to be treated like a queen. That says it all. I think we're pretty much done here at this point. Just if you have that attitude that you're a queen, you expect to be treated like a queen, that just signals high maintenance. Like, I'm going to waste all my money on you. It's going to be a shit show. You're going to have a lot of attitude, and it's just going to be a crapshoot. So there's no point. There's no point of dating you at that point. Like, you have signaled to all of the men in that one statement, do not date me. This is like a big red X over you. Now, a man might date you and think you're a queen and treat you like one, but he makes that decision. You don't come there and say, I'm a queen, so you got to do X. You let him get to the place he's going to get with you over time. And he'll be like, you know what? This girl's amazing, and I would treat her like a queen. Any girl that I've ever dated who I was really into, like the girl I'm dating now, I treat her like a queen. She never had to say ever she's a queen. When I met her and I realized these were all the things I was missing in my other relationships, I knew this is an amazing person who deserves to be treated well and is very special. So automatically, it's very simple for me to do that. But if she was to come to me and say, oh, I'm a queen, you need to do X and Y and Z, that would have been a huge red flag and a huge turnoff. I probably wouldn't date her, because that would just be the bad qualities that I wouldn't want in a relationship. And I think most men don't want that.
Because some people will accept less, but I won't. To wrap up the story, he messaged me not 1 day later, 1 month later, being like, I'm so sorry, I forgot to follow up. Like, my friend of a friend had got sick, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my god, you're one of those. Why'd you have to be one of those? Anyways, yeah, big waste of my time. Don't even bother.
Yeah, okay, that guy just seems like a bit of a player, although he took you on a coffee date, so I don't know what he thinks he was going to get out of it. It's like, you're not going to get sex out of a coffee date. Should have took you for drinks or something then. I don't know. That was a weird one. Now remember, you don't want to date a girl like that. That was a prime example of a girl you probably don't want to date. I think all of us realize that watching that. We're like, most of that, we're like, no, don't want to date that girl. But this is the type of girl you guys want to date. This is the type of girl we all need to find.
Run.
She's a ride or die. She'll jump on your back and take you down with her. Then you run together. Oh my god. You guys gotta follow these jalas? I don't know how to say. Yeah, jalas. These things are hilarious. There's so many videos on there. It's wild. I think this is a good test to see what kind of partner you have in your relationship. Okay, I wanted to end on a silly note there. So, guys, I wish you well. We'll check you all later. Please comment, like, and subscribe.